Hey, 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 Entrepreneur Classroom, how are you? It is your girl, Jeannine Trainer, and I know we have a few minutes, but I just wanted to pop in to make sure everything was working properly, right? So I'm just going to give it a few minutes to let some folks pop on today, but I am truly excited to be here, truly excited to share with you the information that I have today dealing with health and wellness. So we'll give it just a few minutes to let people know that we're on and we're live, okay? Get a little sip of water. You'll hear about that water a little bit later when I'm giving you some health and wellness tips, right? So we'll just give it a few seconds, give it a little bit. I know I made it popped in here about 2 minutes early, but we all know with technology, we live in a technology-based world, and we know, hey Grace, and we know that with technology, you better test it out before you just wait to the last minute. So I see everything is on and working and good. Our girl Grace is here, and that's my first thank you. My first thank you is to Grace. I truly appreciate you allowing me to come into the Entrepreneur's Classroom and do my Wellness Wednesday. You know, Grace is going to kill me, but I like to say, tell Grace she has become my personal coach, even though she is not titled a coach. It's an ongoing joke we have. But I truly believe Grace has skills and talents and gifts that she is sharing with us, and I do appreciate it greatly. So I'm just going to give it maybe another minute. We'll just see if we get a few more Entrepreneur Classroom folks to pop in, and if not, I will get going, and there will be a replay. I want to be respectful of you guys' time. So we'll just give it a little bit, see if anybody else pops on. If not, we'll get started. A little bit of water. Gotta stay hydrated, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So again, for those popping in, I am Jeannine Trainer, CEO of Total Transformation, where transformation is inevitable and your results will definitely be incredible. That is funny to me because I'm also very transparent. I came up with that today and I told Grace it was super cheesy, but guess what? I love it. And it sums it up totally because that's what will happen. So let me share a little bit about myself because you may be wondering, well, who is this girl? So I am a native New Yorker, and I have a wonderful husband who is so supportive of everything I do, along with 2 beautiful children. I do many things. I'm also was once an Amazon bestselling author with my book, shameless plug, Where's My Mr. Right? 5 Common Mistakes Women Make in Relationships. And, I just like to dibble dabble in a few things. But one thing that I am here to talk to you guys today about is health and wellness. I am in the health and wellness industry. I'm a health and wellness consultant, and I do offer all natural and organic products to help people along that journey. So as I sat back today thinking, okay, what to talk about today? Health and wellness is such a broad topic. And I think I saw something Grace posted earlier where she said, what's stopping you? What's keeping you from starting a journey? And I'm like, boom, right there. That's where we should start. What's keeping you? What's stopping you from going on this journey? So what I decided to do, I like the number 5 now, is to list 5 tips that can help you get started on your health and wellness journey, and 5 tips that will potentially help you stay on course. It's super easy to say you'll get started. And how many times have you gotten started and the very next day it ended? So my goal is to get you started and keep you on track, okay? So if you have a pen and paper, grab it. If not, definitely you will catch the replay and you want to jot these down. Oh, Grace, this is my summer body mission coach. Yes, Grace is on her hashtag summer body mission. And I also have a hashtag I use, 365 fine. Let me just share the background on that. A lot of times in health and wellness, we use the hashtag summertime fine. I decided to take it a step further because I don't know about you guys. I want to be fine in the winter, spring, summer, and fall. So my hashtag now is 365 fine because that means we're going to be fine and healthy all year long, right? Awesome. So I'm going to start with tip number 1. My tip number 1 is you have to make up your mind that you're ready. Super simple. You have to make up your mind that you're ready to go on this journey, right? You have to make up your mind and you have to say that I'm ready to take on whatever's ahead of me. It's truly a mind shift when you decide to go on this health and wellness journey, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It can be hard. We're very stuck in our ways. And in order for you to make a change, you truly have to get your mind in it. So number one, before you do anything else, you have to make that decision to say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'll just share quickly. 2 years ago, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I decided I did not like that number on the scale anymore. And I had to get it in my head. I had to mentally be ready because, hey, guess what? I like to eat. I love food, but I had to make a conscious decision and say, no, it's time. I had to change the way I thought about food. I had to stop living to eat and start eating to live. Okay, that's a concept a lot of people don't get. And I had to get to that point. You know, I started getting winded going up steps. I'm not a very old person and I was getting winded. I had high cholesterol. I had a lot of things going on. And I had to make that mind shift to say, guess what? I have to make a decision to stop because I have my family, my husband and kids I want to be here for. So that's your first tip. Make that decision. Know that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you need to change. Also, along with that first tip is your why. They go hand in hand. With anything you do in life, from health and wellness, even when it's time for you to start a business, there's a why. That why has to be great because that why will help you along your journey. See, my why, you'll hear me talk a lot, is my family. I'm very into my family, my husband and my kids. Those are my whys because guess what? I don't want to be 6 feet under and leave them here. So I had to make a decision that my why was greater than my stomach. It was greater than me eating. So I had to make a conscious decision. So that's tip number one. Make up in your mind that you're ready. Get your why, but your why has to be great, okay? Number two, get in a routine. Be repetitive. It's okay. Let me explain why I say that. A lot of times when we change how we eat, a lot of times people say, I get sick of eating the same thing. But let me share something with you. Sometimes eating the same thing helps you get to those goals a little faster. And that's not just me saying it. I've spoken to medical professionals and gym trainers in gyms. And they said, if you could do the same routine for a whole week and then switch it out, you will notice that you will lose weight faster. And I'm a testament to that. I would make oatmeal for breakfast. I would eat oatmeal every day that week. I may change up the fruit in it, but I ate oatmeal. For lunch, it may be a salad with chicken breast. For dinner, it may be fish with vegetables. I ate the same thing and I noticed that my weight came off. Why is that? When you're getting on your weight loss journey, a lot of times you're learning how to eat better. You don't just know it, right? So while you're learning, if you just stick to those same things, you'll lose it faster because you're not going through that trial and error that maybe you had oatmeal for breakfast this morning in work. Then the next day, I'm going to have these eggs. I'm going to put all this stuff in it. And then you notice, I didn't do too good this day. Until you get it down packed about the foods and what works best for your body. If you're able to eat the same thing and be repetitive, that really does help. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you you have to, but it does work. Also, repetitive in your activity. If you can get a schedule going on just moving and being active, and let me tell you, I'm not one to stay in the gym for hours, but you do need to move. Get moving, go for a walk. If you like to swim, go to a gym that has a pool and swim. You just need to get some type of activity going on a daily basis to get that heart rate going, right? So we just have to be repetitive. And if we could say on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to the gym, be repetitive with that and do it. If we're going to say we're going to wake up at 7 o'clock and go for a walk, do that all the time. That will help. Okay, so number two is get into routine, be repetitive, it's okay. Number three, find an accountability partner. Let me tell you, this right here is awesome. A lot of times we start missions, because losing weight to me sometimes could be a mission, and we fall off. And it's easy to fall off. Why? Because nobody else really knows about it, because we're kind of secret about it. We're not telling people too much, because if we fail, We don't want them to know. Well, guess what? We're not going to fail. We're going to succeed. So you want to get an accountability partner, somebody that you can call and say, hey, I'm having a rough day. I need you to talk me off the ledge. I'm about to eat this donut. You need to get an accountability partner. And what that will do is keep you on track, because now you have somebody that you care about watching you. You have somebody that you care about who's cheering you on. And guess what? You don't want to let them down. So you have to get an accountability.